everybody, Lynne from the docks. We're really getting around. Last month we interviewed Sally, who'd been held up by the pirates, and today she is going to give you this long title. Okay, I'm not even going to pretend to know anything about it, but we're on one of the Navy vessels that have come in for the Oyster Festival, and we're lucky enough to have an interview with a lovely lady. Would you introduce yourself to us, please?
My name is Commander Maria Cluley. I'm the South African Navy. I'm also the captain of a ship.
Impressive, ladies.
However, one of these ships that are in Knysna is not what I command. My ship is a strike craft, which is back in Simonstown. My ship is too big to come through the heads, so that's why my ship's not here.
Oh wow! So what are you actually doing here? What are you liaising? What are you doing while you're here?
I am the naval coordinator.
Okay.
From the Navy side to coordinate the festivities with the Navy involvement. And I'm also here as the senior officer commanding of the patrol squadron, which these ships belong to.
Okay. So you're the lady in charge?
Yes.
Hey, you go, girls! Could you just tell us, I know this isn't your ship, but for the guys that will be watching this, they'd love to know what this is all about.
Right.
And then we'll go on to what you're all about. But they're going to be interested in this, We've got to keep their interest peaked.
Absolutely. What makes a mine hunter unique is its propulsion. It's got voice-Schneider propulsion, so it's not normal propulsion with propellers like ships. It's basically like egg beaters, and it gives you unique maneuverability capabilities that you need when you are mine hunting.
Okay.
And that is what well, this is for steering of the ship, and this is obviously controlling the pitch of the engines. Yes.
And what kind of speed do you get up to?
These guys are slow. They get up to 14 knots if they're lucky.
And I believe your ship is a go-getter. I mean, you.
My ship, I've got 4 16-valve turbo diesel engines on board, high-speed turbo diesel engines, so I get about 35 knots. Yes.
Okay, so you've got sort of the Ferrari of the fleet.
I would say that. My ship is old as well. The frigates, I would say, are the Ferraris of the fleet.
Okay.
Although my ship
Where do you stand in the scheme of things then? If we were
in terms of speed?
Yeah.
I'm faster than them.
So how did this all begin for you?
I joined the Navy in '94.
Okay.
Why? I come from a military background.
Okay.
My father was an infantry colonel. I've always enjoyed the values and beliefs that you get in a military environment, especially because I grew up with it.
Yeah.
It's not new to me, and I really quite enjoy it, and I believe what it stands for. So after matric, my father wanted me to join the army. However, that wasn't quite my idea. My idea was to join the Navy, and I did so in '94. And have gone from strength to strength, seeing as that when I joined the Navy, women weren't allowed to go to sea.
I was just going to say, this is quite a new thing in the Navy for a woman to.
That's right. Especially in the warfare environment where I operate.
Okay.
I joined the Navy in '94. Did my officer's course. I did a 3-year degree at Stellenbosch, and then of course I've been on ships.
In what?
It's a BMOL. It's a military degree.
Okay.
At a faculty of the University of Stellenbosch,
Okay.
the Faculty of Military Science. After my studies, I then started my career on ships, and because by that time we were allowed to go to sea. I was one of the first women to be selected to go to sea, and my first trip that I did was in '95 on the SS Otaniqua, which is the icebreaker. Yes. Where I did a trip down to the Antarctic.
Oh, wonderful!
And that's where it started for me, and since then that is what I want to do. And I am doing it because I love going to sea. Yeah. It's extremely challenging. Yeah. It's not always easy. No. But it is extremely rewarding.
And how often do you go to sea, and for what length of time are you out there?
It all depends on what we sail for. I've just recently returned from a patrol where we patrol the exclusive economic zone, which is from the coastline up to 200 nautical miles, which is quite a huge area. For any infringement. Okay. That patrol was about 3 weeks.
Do you have a family life? What happens when you come away?
And I'm married. My husband's in the Navy as well, so
that helps.
My husband is in the Navy as well. He's also a commander. He is executive officer on one of our new frigates, the SS Isandwana. So it is very challenging sometimes.
Sure.
It has happened in the past where I've returned from an 8-week deployment, and as I sailed into into False Bay, he sailed out. So
it's difficult, isn't it?
It gets challenging.
Yes.
We don't have children. I do have 2 dogs there, and they are like my children.
And what does the future look like for you? What are you hoping to achieve and do? And
I specialise in the warfare line, so
Okay.
I am I do underwater, surface, and anti-air warfare. That is what I specialise in. Due to the nature of my ship as well, because
Okay.
we have 76mm guns and missiles with the warfare platforms. I'm in that warfare qualification. I'm also frigate qualified, so I have served on one of our new frigates before. I was actually one of the first crew of one of our frigates, and it is the intention that I would go back to the frigate and then hopefully take command.
But thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next month.